Okay, so I'm running it back with the Frieza and Gogeta team here. This Broly definitely got hands. I'm getting very low on attempts for the day now. So we are potentially going to be busting out the items here for this run. Because it has proven to be very difficult so far. I got right up to the end of a run just now. I really thought I was going to win the run before this. And then the Tech Super Saiyan 2 Gohan with his EZA took 550k from a normal, from like fully built up Broly in the final phase. Which, I mean, fully built up Broly has what, an extra 250% attack, which means his normals do like almost 4 million, or actually bang on 4 million, which is a lot. So yeah, that's kind of annoying. So considering the fact that obviously I want to get the video out today, I want to get the run done, I want to get the mission beaten for the target Goku units on the team, I have brought items with me this time and a support memory. I'm using the one that is a permanent buff for Power Beyond Super Saiyan, which obviously for this version of the team is only the gods, Legendary Super Saiyan Broly and Super Saiyan 2 Gohan. But obviously since Super Saiyan 2 Gohan was the one that got me killed last time, and of course on that turn I had the transformed gods and Super Saiyan 2 Gohan, and they just fell short of killing Broly. So maybe with that extra bit of attack from the support memory, they actually would have killed him before he then got a chance to hit my Gohan. So we're going to try it like this and see what happens. The strategy is going to be to try and save the active skills for the Frieza until the very end. Because obviously if we have... Golden Frieza has 70% damage reduction, and I brought a Whis as my item. So obviously if I activate the Whis, then Golden Frieza just has over 100% damage reduction. So he will just take double digit damage. So that will essentially give me like... a Whis for 2 turns, that's 4 turns, so 6 turns we should essentially have a pretty good defensive rate, depending on where he's going to super, because when we get into the fight at the beginning and Broly isn't built up, we can use the taunt from Frieza and he should be able to tank those hits and then do like a big damage attack at the end of the turn. And then on the next turn round, where Broly's now obviously a little built up and Frieza doesn't have his active skill, then we use the Whis and just hope that the super attacks are still aimed at Frieza, right? Because then he has 110% damage reduction. Everybody else getting 40. That means on the turn that we transform the gods, they would have over 100% damage reduction as well. From my experience in these couple of runs of losing, he does seem to super in slot 1 most of the time. In fact, I've literally even had him just like the first 2 attacks of the first turn with him supering twice. And in certain situations for us, that is going to be perfectly fine. Because again, like if we have the gods there, or we have like Frieza there with the Whis active, like we're not going to take any damage. So it doesn't matter. So we need you. The thing is, you didn't get any. These guys started on this turn, so they're not going to get any stacks if we don't let them attack. But obviously, we kind of want Broly to get build up here as well. I think it's probably more important to let the gods. Oh my god, I slipped off the thing. More important to let the gods get some stacks here. I don't know what's happening. I've done that multiple times today. I did it on stream as well, and in one of the runs I was trying to record earlier, where I go to click the orbs and just end up like slipping onto the one next to it instead, and it making a significant difference because the god's not getting the 18 key. They might not get as many attacks off here, which means not as many stacks. Which I mean isn't the end of the world, I guess, if it allows Broly to attack again, to at least get some more build up for him. But yeah, still not ideal. Although he didn't super them either, which is interesting. What would be quite nice here is if Broly like doesn't quite kill and then just gets supered. But yeah, I'd rather Broly actually get additional supers to get the stacks, which means he will then get the kill, but that's fine. Because yeah, the first phase has an unarmed super attack, which obviously Broly can counter. But kill him with an additional normal. Yeah, of course, the second phase has a rotation locking. Oh, God. Yeah, this isn't good. I mean, you get a lot of 600k defense for 4 turns for his entry turns. So still now, he's got guard and 30% damage reduction. He doesn't get anything when he gets hit, though. That's the only problem. So there's a big possibility he gets rocked here. Okay, well, fortunately we didn't get supered in slot 1, so... Because, yeah, Gohan gets a lot on super. Especially with that many orbs. I didn't really focus on the number of orbs I was picking up for Gogeta as well, so... Not sure what his dodge chance is going to be here. Got the support from the STR Gogeta, and obviously he has guard against extreme enemies, so... But yeah, Gogeta coming in clutch with the dodges. That's what we like to see. Yeah, I don't know how many orbs I got, because obviously if you get 10 orbs, Gogeta just has guaranteed dodge, but... And yeah, we can't attack lower Broly. So the more super attacks that STR Gogeta does here, the better. Nice. Just going off. Okay. So Broly is locked at the end. I mean, I guess we do this. Do this. Broly having to get floated isn't really ideal. But it's not like he's a unit we're relying on to be like our main slot 1 or anything. So we'll just have to take the hit. He'll get floated off. And then obviously we do have his active skill that can potentially come in handy for spotting the super attacks in the last phase, which will essentially give us that information on like whether or not to use the Wii stat turn, depending on like where the attacks are and everything. So definitely could be helpful for sure. Yeah, I think we should kill this turn, right? The gods are going to do a decent bit of damage here. So I think will be their last attack of the turn. No. Yeah, okay, Broly should finish him off here then. Because yeah, once we get onto the third phase Broly, there is no rotation locking. He does hit for like 5 mil though, which is kind of crazy. 18.6. Has he attacked? Has he built up enough to get guaranteed crits yet? Yeah, he should finish them off here, especially if we get lucky with the actual additionals, right? And he actually does a bunch of additional supers, which of course is just beneficial in general anyway, because we want those extra stacks. One more. Yes, there we go. That's what we like to see. Not a bunch of additional normals. Actual additional supers. Get our stacks. Okay, so this AGL Broly. Now, while we can still dodge, maybe it is beneficial. Can we get 10 orbs? We can get 8. Oh, that's so risky. Like if I put Gogeta in slot 1 and use and get 8 orbs, he has a 90% chance to dodge. but 90 isn't 100. If we switch back to Frieza, Frieza's at... This is my Frieza though, so it's only 55%. So he's got 474k defense. Obviously he has guard, but I mean we've got type advantage already anyway. And then he gets... He needs to get hit once more actually, so he can get another 20% defense. But he doesn't get any other sort of defensive capability like when he gets hit or anything. So he has guard and 70% damage reduction. This probably hits for like 5 million though. So 5 million minus like 70% is still 1.5 million. And then guard slash type disadvantage cuts that in half, so it's like 750. So Frieza's still going to take like 300k from a super in slot 1. And then it's a case of like, would everybody else on the rotation actually be able to tank it is the question as well. I mean, he's going to get hit quite a few times, so he's going to be able to do a relatively decent attack stat. But so we'll do that. We'll do that. Also, the Tech Gohan doesn't have the damage reduction now. Alright, so let's see. What is Frieza taking here? He gets the extra 20% defense, but yeah, it's still 434k. Unfortunately, the AoE only does like 600k after the first hit, so we know Broly will tank it. Yikes, Gohan. Big yikes. We're basically only just going to survive this turn, which is crazy. Damn. Frieza taking damage from the normals is definitely not what I was expecting. Fortunately, Gohan's not getting attacked, because I feel like he would be in serious trouble. But yeah, Tech Broly after supering should tank, plus he action breaks anyway, so it actually doesn't matter. God, yeah, this is a spicy turn. He came very, very close to dying on this turn. Broly getting a few extra attacks off here though as well. Obviously it helps get as much defense as possible. Hey, let's go. It's the only good thing about the AoE is Broly getting hit first, giving him the extra attack. Nice. Alright, 64 million for Gohan is pretty good. Yeah, definitely very good. Problem is, our HP is so low, I don't know the best way. Like, how am I going to heal for this turn? There's no orbs. Ugh. I really didn't want to have to transform the gods on this turn, but like, I mean, the friend Frieza's barely even been hit, so he's still got loads of build up that he could get. But I mean, I guess if I Whis now, then I will have the damage reduction for next turn because it lasts for 2 turns. So then I should be able to do that. Of course, the key for like the gods here is going to suck unless I get the rainbow orbs that I want to save for Gogeta. Yeah, I think I have no choice but to do this. So this makes Golden Frieza invincible, which is good. We get a little bit of a heal back off of those STR orbs. So yeah, of course he's supered in slot 1. So the Frieza will take double-digit damage from this now. And then yeah, the gods are obviously only going to have the 40% damage reduction from the Whis. I don't know how many turns have passed in total now, actually. Do they still have guard? But either way, from normal attacks, they should be fine. It's turn 7, so yeah, they will still have guard. So yeah, normal attacks, they'll be fine. I mean, they've got type advantage anyway, but they've got the full 24 key, so they're going to get a bunch of attacks off here. I did forget about the AoE though, but fortunately for Gogeta, he gets damage reduction anyway, so then the Whis on top gives him pretty strong defense. Yeah, I think it should be fine, because Gogeta will do a couple of supers at the end as well, so even if the gods don't kill here, Gogeta should hopefully be able to finish him off. But it's always key, like wherever you can in these events that are going to go on for a couple more turns, to just get as many stacks with the gods as you can. I mean, sometimes you don't have the choice, right, and you just have to transform them straight away, and there's nothing you can do about it, but that worked out nicely. Well, I was going to say that worked out nicely. They get one extra stack at the end, but it was just a normal. But see, now we've got the... do I use the Whis for Broly? What's the word I'm looking for? The active skill for Wrathful Broly, because that gives us a Scouter, and if both the supers are in the same slot, it means I know I can just put Frieza there, and he's going to tank it. Because the problem is, if I do this, and then he supers in slot 2, will Broly tank it with a Whis and guard? Probably. I don't want him to be supering at the end, but yeah, because Tech Broly at the end will actually Tech Broly at the end can't get hit because he's going to action break, and then obviously then he won't be actually taking any attacks. So we can do this. The main problem is just the low HP more so than anything else, because Broly 2.8 million. He's going to get a couple of supers off. We've got the Whis active. So yeah, I don't think that the enemy Broly can actually really do damage to him here. Obviously the Scouter would have been nice to have, but yeah, we'll just do that. Get a little bit of health back here. And then... yeah, so Frieza, we know Frieza can't take damage, right? Frieza currently has 110% damage reduction. So... he takes double-digit damage from this regardless. Then super again. Perfect. Okay. Now we know we're good, because for the rest of the turn, although he greatly raises attack twice, because he greatly raises attack on super, then he gets 5% attack with every hit he takes. Then he gets 30% extra attack at the beginning of the turn. Like, the amount of buffs that this Broly gets throughout the course of the final phase here is absolutely ridiculous. So... always got to be wary at all times for the kind of damage that we could be taking. But we've still got a Whis. We've still got both the Frieza active skills. We can still transform the gods. So we've still got options here. Because, yeah, I think next turn I'll probably use one of the Frieza actives, because then I won't have to worry about Gohan taking any hits. Because Super Saiyan 2 Gohan's probably the liability. And then by the time he then comes around onto another rotation, it'll be with the other Golden Frieza. So, in fact, if I can use Frieza's active skill on this next turn and not use a Whis, then use a Whis the turn after, then the turn that Gohan comes back, it will be with the other Frieza, and then I can use his active skill. But yeah, a lot of planning ahead. But I mean, look how much, like, this Broly has so much health as well. Like, all these attacks from this first turn, and we've barely done 2 bars. Like, absolutely crazy. 36 million for the Tech Broly. Obviously gets the action break there, so now he doesn't have to worry about getting hit. But yeah, crazy. I still can't believe, like, I know we talked about it recently with some of the stages as well, but like, the fact that they're still making the new red zones that come out, especially when they're coming out as, like, you know, being pretty difficult, and then we're getting, like, missions like this with, to use certain characters and everything, and you have limited attempts per day. It's like, bro, come on. Really? I mean, this guy is going to get his, we can get his active skill, which gives him the full attack buff for the turn, which is pretty cool. Do I do Frieza's active skill? I mean, I could just do this. Active with Frieza. There's not a lot of orbs for Gohan, though. Because Gohan wants to get... Yeah, he's going to get... I mean, he's going to get full key. He obviously gets extra attack and defense for every key sphere, though, so... Then the Frieza at the end's got, like, no link. I mean, he's only going to have Fierce Battle and Legendary Power, I guess, if I did it that way. But then, if I do this, what's the point of this? Because then the gods only get one key. Is it better for them to just get one key? Or for him to just get 5 orbs? Maybe not. Oh, this is a tough one. I mean, he's going to get Legendary Power active still. I think I need to just try and do as much damage as possible, right? So, Frieza in the last spot. Active skill for you. Next time this rotation comes around, we can use the God's Transformation and the Whis, so they can't take any damage. We do this. Orbs have dropped. Okay, so we get 6 orbs instead of 5. That's cool. And then Frieza is at... So he's only at 3 million defense, but... This Broly's not, like, super fully built up, and he can still... Yeah, he's not going to get any more build-up here, though, is the thing. Because Broly starts off doing, like, a 5 mil, and builds up to, like, some crazy amounts. 8 million minus 70% is only 2.4, though. So, yeah, Frieza should be tanking everything here for double digits. Even if Broly's hitting for 8 million, with 70% damage reduction, Frieza will tank that for double-digit damage. So... Even if he's taking like 100k, we'd still be fine. I swear, if he's taking like 500k from this and therefore we're going to die, I would be so mad. But yeah, I was right. You should take double-digit damage. Double super straight away. Because now Frieza at the end of the turn is going to do a lot of damage. Because he's going to have been hit so many times. And then I think from the next turn, we just have to use the Whis. Because my Frieza's only 55%. So when I use his active skill, his defense isn't going to be that high. So then I think we have to use the Whis, which then carries over into the next turn with the God's Transformation. And then hopefully we just kill him. Because Super Saiyan 2 Gohan, even with the 40% damage reduction, would get killed by a Super. So not really sure how that would play out, but... Interested to see what Super Saiyan 2 Gohan hits for, though. I've barely gotten to use his active since he Easy Aid, because obviously he Easy Aid in the celebration with the Gohan, Goten and Trunks, so you could run him on their team, but you couldn't use his active skill, so I haven't really gotten to use it very much. We did only get 6 orbs of him as well, and he is a nuker, but... Yeah, 61.5 million, okay. Well, we'll take that. So yeah, that's some pretty nice damage. And then a 40 million additional, yeah, pretty good. Because obviously he's got a movie Heroes Goku on the rotation with him, so... And then yeah, Frieza's been hit, what, like 10 times? 11 times, something like that? For the Rainbow Friend Frieza, so he's doing a 101 million attack stat here. And of course he gets at least 1 additional guaranteed. Please get the hidden potential additional. I'd really like to win. This is like attempt number 5 of the day. I think we've kind of got this in the bag here now, because on the next turn we get to do the same thing again with a Whis active. So Frieza can't take damage on this turn. Because I could just do... Although you don't give support unless you're in slot 2 or 3, do you? Yeah. And you give extra attack, so I should really do that. So if I go ahead and active skill with Frieza. So my Frieza's now got... What's his defense? Because mine's only 55%. Yeah, see, he's only at 2.5 million. So, like, he absolutely could get killed here. I mean, there's no point... I mean, I guess it's just for the extra damage. I might as well use Broly's active skill. But yeah, use the Whis. So now Frieza's going to take all the attacks of the turn and can't take any damage. And then I think we use the active skill just for the sake of doing extra damage. So, because obviously Broly's active skill does damage. So we get to do, yeah, see, 58 million damage crit extra for free. And it doesn't matter how much we raise Broly's attack by from hitting him, because Frieza can't take damage this turn. So... Only one rainbow orb for you. Also, Broly's getting the Dokkan attack. Yeah, this is GG, right? Like, Frieza can't take damage. So, Broly does all these attacks here to buff Frieza. Wrathful Broly gets the Dokkan attack. And then if somehow the combination of Wrathful Broly and Gogeta doesn't kill him here, he's then going to get hit by my Frieza, who despite only being 55%, is going to have been hit like 10 times. So, even at 55%, with all those hits, he's got to be dropping at least like 50 to 60 mil. So yeah, I think we're finally done here, but that's the crazy thing, is it took like busting out the items. Now remember, as we always say, like when it comes to no item runs, they're fun to do for like an extra bit of challenge or something if you want to, but for something like this especially, where the only reason I'm using this team build specifically is because I'm trying to do the target Goku mission, like 3 target Goku characters, and that mission does not say you don't have to use items, right? If I was going to go for a no items run against this Broly, it would absolutely not be with this team, right? The STR Goku team would be kind of fun, because obviously when you use his active skill, he can then dodge bosses that disable dodge. It would still be risky, because obviously with the fact that this Broly seems to double super in slot 1 like every turn, it means that STR Goku absolutely has to dodge those attacks, otherwise you would die. But that team definitely could be very, very fun, and a potential no items candidate. Unfortunately, none of his attacks are Ki Blast supers, so I don't know how good Tech Gotenks would be against this guy. Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta, obviously, again, with no Ki Blast supers, he can't counter them. But with the damage reduction and guard, like, he'd be tanking. It's not like, you know, the blue zone stages that dropped and he's just getting annihilated by normals, at least straight away. But obviously, like, this guy, as we already said, could build up to doing some pretty insane damage even with normal attacks when he's fully built up. So, yeah. But yeah, Gogeta here going off, and this should put Broly perfectly in range, I think, for Frieza to now kill him. I'm very interested to see what my 55% Frieza is going to do on this turn after taking all these hits. He's obviously got guaranteed crit at this point as well. Yeah, 70.8 for a 55% Frieza. That's the good thing about bosses, they're attacking so many times, but still needed the additional, which he unfortunately does always get an additional super, but still needed the additional to actually finish him off. But yeah, there you go. So that was my 5th attempt of the day, and we finally managed to beat Broly, and it took using items and the support memory. But like I say, when it comes to specific category missions against difficult events, you know, sometimes you just got to do what you got to do. And then I'm sure over the course of, you know, the next few days, as we do different teams and we do challenge runs on stream and stuff like that, I'm sure I'll come back to this and do a no item run with a different team. But yeah, when it comes to just trying to do the mission of getting 3 target Goku characters on the team, then yeah, go ahead, use items, get the mission done, because then once that headache is out of the way... Wait, what? Oh, the friend doesn't count. The friend never counts. Why did I think that the friend counted? Well, I guess we're going to have to come back to this another time. Well, anyway, I can't believe I've done that. But there we go. That's taken me long enough to get the stage beaten. I don't have any more attempts for the day. So, yeah. So that is going to be it for the video, guys. This has been the Masked Ningen. Absolute fumble. Let me know how you guys got on, what team build you used. Unbelievable. That's enough Dokkan for today, I guess. Hit that like button, subscribe to the channel if you are new, give me your team build down below, let me know how you got on, and I will see you guys all again soon. Have a good one.